Fentanyl is becoming a growing threat in our community as its misuse rises.
The extremely potent substance is often found laced into pills with no way to detect its presence.
This next story is dedicated to former CPHS student Matthew Wright, whose life was taken by fentanyl in early May of this year. I spoke with his family, law enforcement officials, and experts to highlight how our community is taking action against this escalating threat.
Fentanyl poisonings. Since 2019, cases of these poisonings have been on the rise.
It's become one of the most prominent drugs that we see on the street. We started seeing it in overdoses and what we call poisonings now.
It's unusual, it's deadly, and Cedar Park is not immune. Matthew Wright was a gifted student, a competitive athlete, and a talented musician. Those I've spoken to also remember Matthew's humor. He loved to make others laugh. On top of all these things, Matthew was a Cedar Park Timberwolf with big aspirations. His life was taken by one pill. Cedar Park Police Lieutenant Justin Miller has served as the head of narcotics for over a decade. He discussed the alarming impact of this drug, which has claimed over 150,000 lives since 2022. He identified 3 key factors that make this substance particularly dangerous, the first being how easy it is to obtain. Unlike cocaine or heroin, which are made from plants with limited availability, fentanyl is a synthetic drug that can be made on demand. This means virtually unlimited counterfeit fentanyl pills can be produced and trafficked into the states. The pills are then marketed all over social media, and that's when teenagers are most susceptible.
It really wasn't regulated. You would see it a lot on Snapchat, you would see it a lot on Telegram, and it was so easy to market, to offer to sell, and it was so easy to buy because of social media.
The next factor that makes fentanyl so dangerous is how addictive it is.
Because it creates that style of addiction, that type of addiction, once you take it, you want more, and your body starts to say, hey, I need this to operate.
As Lieutenant Miller explained, those who are exposed to fentanyl are going to be hooked. The substance creates a sense of extreme happiness and euphoria, which brings intense withdrawals when taken away. The last part of what makes fentanyl so deadly is its potency.
I think a lot of people know what heroin is, but it's incredibly stronger than heroin. Less than what's in a packet of sugar can be fatal.
The sheer power of this substance is why it can be so easily hidden in counterfeit pills. This is why most victims, like Matthew, are unaware of its presence until it's too late. I reached out to Matt's parents who wanted to share his story to prevent future losses to fentanyl. His mom wrote, "No one wants their child to drink or do drugs. The fact of the matter is, kids get curious. They may try things whether to fit in with friends or find a way to feel better. But with fentanyl as prevalent as it has become, trying drugs now is like flipping a coin. You either get lucky or you don't. It's not a matter of if, but when."
You've got to kind of put out on the table, just like you would talk about safe driving or any other life lessons. Even if there's no belief whatsoever that your kids, friends, family are involved in it, still talk about it, know what it is, know how dangerous it is, know what it looks like.
In an attempt to curb these tragic losses, the state of Texas has passed a law declaring it can charge any person distributing fentanyl that led to a death with murder.
Making strides like that hopefully will prevent those that want to sell it, and then informing and educating those that use it or may even be interested in using it, stopping that before it happens, hopefully will be the 2 big ways to prevent these deaths.
Matt's parents would like to express their gratitude to the Cedar Park Police Department for all their efforts in finding and charging the perpetrator in Matt's case. They also added that it's important to get these drugs off the streets so this doesn't happen to somebody else's child.
The Wright family would like to thank the community for their support during these difficult times. If you'd like to help fight this crisis, you can give at txaf.org.